Hey guys, this is MB from underdogchance.com, and in today's video I will talk about 12 brutal facts every sports bettor should understand, and I will also of course show my today's predictions, today's bets. Yesterday I went 0-4 minus 6.5 units, so it was a losing day, but I beat the closing line in all four games, which is in the long run most important thing. And I will talk today about 12 brutal facts, but let's check quickly the results. I'm 30 units of profit to the season with yield or ROI 7.26%, which is amazing, beating the line more than 70% of times, 72% of times. And even if this is my final results to the baseball season, I would be very happy. Even 20 units, this is something I already mentioned. Even 20 units, if you can make in 6-7 months, this is 4 times better than stock market. And if you look at sports betting as a wealth building tool, then you can benefit from sports betting. Okay, if you want to, if you try to win every single day, then you will struggle in sports betting. Okay, but before we go to today's bets and today's picks, I will talk about how to survive in betting, 12 brutal facts you must face. Okay, one of the biggest mistakes is being delusional in sports betting. Okay, I see this all the time. I often see bettors who spend too much time watching games, looking for sports picks, or searching for a winning betting model to replicate. So this is the same, right? Or talking about the bets or what happened yesterday or what happened, not many bettors are actually here to become successful bettors or use sports betting as a tool for building wealth. Okay, and they can be in a loop for years with the same mindset, and this is something I cannot change, but I will try to give you 12 brutal facts about sports betting. Okay, because they unfortunately they miss the point. Okay, those people who look for picks, betting systems, sports betting models. If you just look for sports betting model, so you want to type the teams in, this is like looking for sports picks. Why you need a betting model if you want picks, right? But picks and formulas and systems will not help you in the long run. Okay, I have never seen anyone who makes a lot of money from sports picks, or he changed his life with sports picks. Okay, and most of these people will have regular job for their whole life, will never really make any money from sports betting, and they will follow picks, make bets. Maybe they will have some good seasons, maybe they will have some good months, but they will still be in a regular job for their whole life. They will never make some real money from sports betting or real profits that can change their life or improve life in any way. Okay, instead the focus should be on becoming skilled bettors, right? This is where you will make the most out of betting, leveraging betting to enhance their lives and striving to outsmart others in the game, because every line, every odds are affected not only by bookmakers, models, and algorithms, but also from bettors who place bets by market itself, right? So the information moves the line, and one part of information is also the money which is involved in the game, right? This is also information. Okay, because some individuals insist on engaging in pointless ego battles, especially after day of losses. And I am in sports betting more than 25 years. So since I've placed my first bet, of course, earlier years were not successful, but I'm in sports betting business for more than 25 years. Okay, and I started with betting forums and connecting with other sports bettors in 2001, 2000 or something like that. It was in first or second year of my college when I was in Capital City, when I met that guy on a boxing training, and he showed me one betting forum, and I started engaging with sports bettors. Okay, and in sports betting world, it is always about ego battles. Okay, it is always who has the bigger, but most of these people are not having any success in sports betting. So when I receive an email from someone, some people say I'm winning a lot or something like that, I know they are not winning anything. Okay, it is always about ego battles. Okay, what they fail to grasp when they send me emails or some hate messages, is that betting is no longer a necessity for me. Okay, I don't need to bet anymore. Okay, I simply do this because I love it, not because I need it. Okay, I can stop betting at this moment. Okay, and now I'm here to share my approach to betting, my thought process, and my understanding of the market with the aim of helping you develop a similar insight. Okay, I'm at this stage of my life, and I talked about this many times. I'm not about shiny things. I don't like casinos. I don't like striptease girls. I don't like alcohol. I simply like nature, peaceful life, uh, and the sports betting is something that I love. Okay, I love to talk about the numbers. At this stage of my life, I also like to talk a little bit more about the mindset, because during these years I see that this is probably even more important than picks, bets, or numbers itself. Okay, because it is more about your transformation, because the results of betting will be directly what kind of personality you become on your journey. Okay, and I don't need to bet anymore. Okay, I do it because I love it. Okay, and I want to help people to become more successful. When I started, I shared everything for free, but I saw that there were people who didn't value my time, so I had to set the price for this. So people who uh, want to have interaction with me, they also need to compensate with something, because right now I'm 43 years old, and I'm aware that I have less and less time on this world, and I need to spend it wisely, and I need to focus on those people uh, who really wants to make something out of betting. And I will show my way. Okay, there is 1000, let's say 1 million, or let's say no matter how many bettors who are successful, and each of these bettor has his own way. Okay, and you can learn from many of them. Okay, investing in your mentor, investing your time, money, and energy into the knowledge from someone who already succeeded, or someone who made it, it is always a good decision. Okay, I do this from business point. I invest in my knowledge, in when it comes to business, when it comes to marketing, when it comes to copywriting, when it comes to investing. I constantly try to learn from other people's. I'm not trying to follow their stock advice. I'm not trying to follow their crypto tips. I'm not trying to uh, follow their business steps. I try to understand their mindset and how they do. For example, if your idol is Elon Musk, you will not build a Tesla, right? You will not, because a monkey will wants to follow, right, him. So he will. He said, okay, Elon Musk made electric cars. He's successful, and I will do electric cars as well. Okay, this is like most bettors thing. They follow sports picks. They try to follow every single step, or they try to follow blindly a sports betting model or sports betting formula. They are like monkeys who try to follow exactly the same steps than Elon Musk. But what I try when I read about Elon Musk, and Elon Musk is not the main character in my life. Okay, there are other people who I like and try to learn from them. But let's take an example from Elon Musk. Okay, your goal is not to make electric cars. Your goal, if you want to learn from him, or if you go to a dinner with him or with Warren Buffett, it is not to get stock picks. It is not to get information about how to make electric cars, but to learn from him how he thinks, what he thinks, and what were the steps that made him successful. Okay, so there was a dinner with Warren Buffett. He's one of the biggest investors in the world, right? And I think someone paid $4 million, but you can Google it. There were a couple of such things, and then it was this money went for charity, right? But this is not the point. So if you pay $4 or $5 million to sit at the dinner table with Warren Buffett, uh, the dumbest question you can have is to ask him for stock picks, because his stock picks are basically publicly available and are completely free. So it is not about picks, because you can take exactly the same stocks than Warren Buffett, but most people still don't do it. Okay, so if you want to go on a table with him, you want to learn from him how he thinks, tools he uses, how he analyzes the stock market, and then you try to use this information and use it for yourself. Okay, if you're just going into the dinner with him and if you just ask him what he bought, what stocks he is buying right now, it is like asking people what to bet, what is the formula to I don't know, to find the value. You know, this is acting like monkeys, okay, without thinking. So everyone is unique, everyone must find his own way. And what I want to say is that me myself, you can do whatever. I will be honest today, so you can do with this advice whatever you want, but as I said, I don't need to bet anymore, right? And what I do right now, I try to learn from these successful people, but not to pick the same stocks than Warren Buffett, but not to do the same electric cars than Elon Musk. But I try to learn how he did it, how he managed his business, and so on and so on, how he organized his day, with his family, with his work, and so on. Okay, and since I made videos every single day, of course, sometimes I'm happy, sometimes I'm sad, sometimes I'm angry, sometimes I have a bad day, sometimes, I have all this process. Sometimes I'm in a fear, sometimes I also panic, sometimes I'm a human. Okay, but the only difference between now and in the past is that I am aware of this, so I didn't change this. So I didn't escape all these feelings. The only thing which is better right now is that I know what is happening inside me. So right now I usually try to sleep over the next day, and then I know that bad days will come, good days will come, and the only thing I can do is to become better every single day and keep working, keep grinding, keep hustling, keep learning. Okay, and not only because I love it, but I see this as a growth, because I saw once a statistics about people who stop working a job. I don't know how you say this in USA, but retirement, when they are retired, there was a statistic that I don't know, couple of years after that, a lot of people die because they don't have any motivation anymore to work, to hustle, to learn something new. So my goal, when people ask me, my goal is never to retire in terms of working, learning. Okay, maybe I will stop betting, maybe I will do something new, I don't know, maybe I at some point, you never know what will happen in your head. Maybe I will decide that dancing is for me and I will start dancing. Maybe this will make me happy at some point. But what I want to say, I never want to retire. Okay, I want to retire, but financially, I'm already free financially. I don't need to bet. But I never want to retire from work perspective, not because I'm afraid to die. The death will come when it will come up. So what is important is now. But I know that with the age I have less and less time, and I want to live it fully. Okay, and I never want to retire. I need to listen to myself, what I love, what I want to do, and I will go for it. Okay, and this is something, it is very, very important. Okay, because Warren Buffett or Elon Musk, they have, or Jeff Bezos, for example, so they are, I don't know, 60 years old, 50 years old, whatever, and they can stop doing this anymore, right? So I don't know, he has 200 or 300 billions of American dollars of wealth, so he can stop doing this. So why he's fighting with people on Twitter? And but this is something he drives him. Okay, because if he stop doing, then life is over. Okay, and I love sports betting because I love these challenges. I love the numbers. I love adopting, learning new things. I love in which direction sports betting is going with AI, with numbers, with everything else. and I love my journey because when I started, it was not successful. Then I was becoming more successful. I was more skilled. I started building my first betting models, and then I started with business. I spread my business. I built different income streams through marketing, through affiliate, to business, to investments, to other. I have other income streams, and at the same time, sports betting was always there, and I love this journey. Right? It is not just about bets, right? It is not just about picks. Okay, and this is something I want to show you. Okay, uh, because my betting style with combination of my way of thinking helped me leave behind the 9 to 5 grind, and now I enjoy a life of freedom. So it is not only about picks, it is not about only about sports betting models. Okay, I can have the best betting model, but I could still lose everything, and I could still be in panic every single day. I could still be a negative person. I would still be, I don't know. And if let's say that you have an algorithm from Warren Buffett stocks, you can have the best, but if you don't use it wisely with your unique lifestyle, you will still not benefit it, right? So this is why these wealthy people, they will give you, so they have stocks, you can invest in their funds, so it is not a secret. But they also know that most people will not do it. Okay, because when I was young, such opportunities were not existent due to the early stages of the internet. So when I was younger, I couldn't learn from these people. Okay, there were books, I was reading books, but back then, from sports betting perspective, people were less connected. Okay, so it is a gift right now, so you can hear different opinions, different methods, different ways of betting, because we are more connected with the internet. Okay, even 15 years ago, not all people were really using internet, right, or taking the advantage of the information. But right now, more and more people are creating content, more and more people are showing their way of betting, and maybe right now is the problem how to filter this information, right? Because it is more and more about entertainment, which you can see on YouTube, on TikTok, on Instagram, uh, where people are giving out picks. Gamblers are focusing on picks. There is no track record behind their bets. There is no proof in reality behind their work, because anyone can say I made 100 units last year. Okay, but when you ask him, do you have a spreadsheet? How do you live? And then they are silent. So it is more about entertainment at this stage. But back then there was no information, right? So you need to find that sweet spot, so you can find the information. But I think it is better that we have more information, and it is up to you to filter those important information. Okay, back then, people were less connected, and the few bettors around only focused on bets and picks, never really using betting to transform their lives. So this is something I missed back then. Okay, because most betting forums were about picks and bets, and in the first betting forum in Balkans, I shared my bets completely for free. Okay, I didn't sell picks, and I was winning. I was tracking my results, and then I hit some negative week or something like that, and I started receiving hateful messages, uh, and that hurts me back then. And I knew this is not my way, because I didn't want to deal with these negative gamblers, people who look for magical bullets, or who are angry on themselves, on the whole world, and then every time when you lose, they will attack you. And I didn't want to do this, and I was simply betting. I made even before I started with my website, I already escaped 9 to 5. So I wasn't someone who started sharing pics and then I don't know was working. No, so I was already free, and then in 2016 I didn't know how to share this way of betting and mindset, because I didn't have enough marketing and business skills at that point. Not business skills, but marketing skills, how to release this message to specific people. But then I came to the idea that I can share my knowledge instead of picks. Okay, it is not that attractive to most people because there is some work, but this is something I believe will help people who are serious, and the percentage of people who take this way will be bigger than those who will follow picks. Of course, not everyone will succeed because we all need also uh, some luck. Okay, but I saw so many great results with people who really took the journey and they transformed themselves as a person, not just looking for sports picks, betting models, formulas, or something like that. Because if I give you a betting model and if you just type the teams like a monkey, then I could give you picks, right? So it is the same thing. But as a bettor, you will not win in the long run because sports betting is a game, is a relative game against others. And this is something a lot of people still don't understand. Why is sports betting a relative competition against others? Why? Because the price is the most important thing that you pay. Okay, I hope we all agree with this. Okay, and the price is formed because of information, algorithms, betting models, and everything else. And one of the information is the betting market, the people who will put the money in. Okay, and every single year betting industry is evolving. It is becoming better and better and better. Okay, uh, if you're older sports bettor, and if you bet for 20 or 30 years, and if you look back, you know how bookmakers were moving the lines much slower. Okay, I know that my local bookmaker didn't move the line for a couple of hours, and we were attacking them like crazy, and we made a lot of money because of this. But right now, even the softest or the craziest bookmaker, they have the internet, they move the lines, right? They are much smarter, they use more sophisticated algorithms, they use sophisticated methods. They are connecting with betting industry software companies who provide them the odds, who provide them the analytics, who provide them algorithms. And if you want to play this game, you need to become a sports better, you need to become better, right? It is not about picks, bets, and formulas. It is more about understanding them and use them in your favor. And this is something I try to explain more and more. But I sometimes I feel that I fail. Okay, because my advice is, instead of wasting energy in conflict, you use me as a guide. Okay, not for the best, not for the bets themselves, but for the art of leveraging the models, numbers, and betting in your favor. Okay, uh, I am also in other business, right? Sports betting is not my only income stream. Okay, so I don't care if I will have the whole negative here. Okay, it is not. I always say sports betting should never be something that you pay the bills, right? So this is not a wise idea. And if you're delusional about this, then and I'm honest. I'm honest with this. Okay, I'm not here to show you the lies, because I don't need your subscriptions. I don't need that you pay for my pick. So I I'm simply sharing this advice for free to you so you can use it. Okay, and when I look, and my friends, my best friends, they're all in business, not in sports betting. I'm the only one who is doing the betting, and I don't even know anyone in my country who is doing betting, and I don't want to connect with people who are gambling or who are doing picks, tips. I don't know. I simply don't want to talk about this. So most of my friends are in different businesses. Okay, and when I see other businesses and other industries, they help each other. Okay, even if you look at YouTube or Twitter, or if you follow, I don't know, Naval Ravikant, Tim Ferriss, Anthony Robbins, Michael Singer, Eckhart Tolle, they could be all, they are all against others because they share the market, but they are smarter than gamblers and they help each other, so they connect with each other, and they use others to improve and learn, right? So instead of going into the conflict with me, because you will not benefit from it, okay, use me as a guide. Okay, use me as a guide. So if you're a member, so if you're free, if you watch my free videos, you can send me a polite message, a specific question, and I answer every single intelligent email. And if you're a member, you can always send me the email. And I also have once per week a video call with our members who join on my betting course. And I had a couple of conversations with members, and it was amazing. I met so many amazing people, and I'm blessed with this because those are specific people who I target. Those are the people who really wants to learn betting, who really wants to transform their life. And I'm blessed. So I met so many great friends, great people, um, every single week, every single month. Couple of conversations. So I started this last month or something like that, and I had couple of conversations with these people, and they are amazing, and I'm so happy that I did this way, that I focused on the people who are who have growth mindset, who are not gamblers. And because of that, I also needed to set the price a little bit higher, because gamblers can, and many times in the past I made a mistake, so I value my price a little bit lower. And then there's, I don't know, some line of the price around 500 American dollars, because gamblers and those people with poor mindset, they can hit this. But if you set a little bit higher, then you will attract people with better mindset, who truly wants to do something right. Because if I would give everything for free, or if I would sell my spreadsheets or betting models for my betting course for $1, everyone would jump it, and then 99% of people will not watch it, would not watch it, right? Because it is more about personality and who you become on your journey. And if you don't want to learn, nothing will help you, right? If you're just looking for peaks and going into the conflict with me, trying to, I don't know, trying to prove me that you're the best or something like that. So no matter if you write me email or something, or watch my videos or whatever you want, uh, I think the best way is to use my knowledge as a guide, and I can help you with my way of betting. And then you can use two, three others, and then you combine all this knowledge. You will, of course, you will invest some time, money, and energy, but you can combine this, and you can become the best version of a sports bettor you can be with this. Okay, and I see this from my friends. So one of my friends, he's a multimillionaire, and what was very interesting is that he took a masterclass about setting goals. So he don't need to do anything anymore in his life. Okay, he's well equipped for a lifetime. But he still went to the basic masterclass where they were talking about setting goals, and they are connecting. They are learning. They are not afraid to invest their time into becoming better, right? And instead of fighting against that person, and the person who was talking about setting goals, he's not even close to the guy who was sitting in the crowd. But he didn't came to that event with his ego that he's a multimillionaire. He was just there sitting and trying to learn something new. And in sports betting, I see that there's always ego battles. Okay, always some people want to try to show that they're better. And I'm probably I'm also probably sometimes in this energy. I try to be aware of this. I'm not perfect, I know, but the older in the past I was completely crazy about this as well. But the older I am right now, I try to be more precise what I say, what I want to say. I don't want to give you advice. So my advice is, but I want to just show you what I think. Not advice. Advice is okay, but I don't want to tell you what you should do. Okay, this is something. It is very important. I'm not here to tell you what you should do, but I just want to give you my advice that I think will help you the most, and I want to give you the advice that I think would help me when I was younger. okay? But I'm never here to tell you what you should do, okay? Because when I see my friends and those people who are very successful, they don't force their ideas to others. They share ideas. They say what would they do, what is the best, and they don't have these ego battles. Okay, they never say I don't. They don't attack other people. They take other ideas and implement it. Okay, you can read 10 books and you don't need to follow every single book like a crazy bull or crazy sheep, right? You can take different ideas that fits to you, that resonates with you, and then you can become better. Okay, because each of us is unique, and ultimately you must carve out your own path in sports betting and in your life. Okay, uh, I can merely provide you with guidance. Okay, you can either resist this or seize it as a beneficial resource. Okay, and yes, some people don't understand. I can lose every single bet from now on. Okay, I can also win every bet from now on. Okay, there is no guarantee in sports betting. Okay, but you need to filter out the knowledge and what can help you, because past results are not a guarantee for future results. Okay, and the best bet is in your knowledge and becoming a better version of yourself. Okay, some people will say you're talking a nonsense, but then again, uh, so if you are happy with your betting results, with your life, with your money situation, then you don't need to watch this video anyway, right? uh, but if you're not, maybe there is a chance to change something, right? And again, I'm not telling anyone what to do. Okay, so here are 12 brutal facts every sports bettor should know and understand. Okay, the first one: past performance is not a guarantee for future results. Okay, so betting is a competition against bookmakers and other bettors, okay? And the best bet is bet on your knowledge, and past performance doesn't guarantee future results, okay? So the problem of sports picks, betting systems, even betting malls, is when people focus on past results and they expect that the results will be the same in the future. Past performance is never, never, never a guarantee for future results. Past results, past performance is there to show your work that it worked, and the past results usually show that you're evolving, that you're becoming better. So if you have most of the seasons are profitable, then it is a high big chance that you're a person who is becoming every single year better, and because of this the final result is plus units and money. Okay, because no season is the same, and at some point you need to tweak something, you need to change something, and sometimes it is just one season that is negative. Okay, you can have the core betting concepts, core betting model. So when I have a MLB betting model, the core model is the same, right? So this is the core, but sometimes we need to tweak it. So for example, I excluded double headers from the game. I excluded totals, or for example, at some point you will see that first five inning bets are doing a little bit better, right? So those are the things, but the core is the same, and the core is the knowledge. Okay, but past performance is never a guarantee for future results. Imagine this: you're the owner or Golden State Warriors, for example, or Dallas Mavericks. Okay, and you bring a LeBron James at this moment. Okay, he's old. Let's take some other player. Let's say you bring Doncic to Denver Nuggets, let's say, okay, and he had great numbers, but those were past results, right? And it is not a guarantee that the future results will be the same. Anything can happen. He can broke his ankle. He can start drinking alcohol because his girlfriend will cheat on him, or many things can happen. The market will change. Five good rookies will come to the NBA and they will be better than the rest, and then Denver will never be the same. Many things can happen, but still, the best bet is on yourself. In this case, don't cheat. The best bet is that he keep training, keep harding work, keep working hard, and then the results are possible, right? And this is something we need to understand. Past performance is not a guarantee for future results. Okay. Second, transformation is the key. the better you want to be. Long-term winnings are a result of personal growth as a better. Okay, the focus should be on knowledge acquisition and transformation, not just picking teams. Okay, the use of numbers gives a significant advantage as most people don't use them. This is very important. Most people don't use the numbers. Most people are just looking for picks. Most people are just focusing on betting systems, or how they will play PlayStation, or how they will party, or how they will ski jumping, or whatever they do in life. And then they decide that sports betting is very good investment tool, right? Because they don't have enough money for real estate investment. So sports betting is great because you can bet $5, and then they say, okay, well, I can. So that guy make 50 units, I can make it too. So okay, I will follow him. I will make this little money, right? And this is not how things work. Okay, uh, every every business, everything in our life, no matter if you're investor, if you run a business, if you're a pro athlete, if you are running a restaurant, if you're a teacher, if you whatever you do in your life, it is all about what you become on your journey. Okay, transformation is the key. You cannot be the same person when you bet $5 American as you will bet 10,000 American dollars. Because when I was younger, and I said, my friend, I want to do, I want to make millions. I want to have big company with, I don't know, thousands of employees. And he told me, are you prepared for this? Right, your mind is not prepared for this. You can have a blueprint how to do this, but if your mind is not prepared for this, you will probably not succeed. The same is in sports betting. Okay, you cannot be the same person betting $5 American and crying after every single loss. And you will not be the same person once you will bet thousands of dollars on a game, where you will not blink with your eye, because you will have different mindset. You will understand betting, you will understand the risk, and at the end of the day, you decide, you choose this pet, you choose this game, and it is a speculative business, right? I could choose to be a teacher in a public school, and I would have a salary. There will be probably less stress, or maybe more stress. I don't know, because these days schools are also very tricky, because you cannot say anything to the kids anymore. So this is maybe not a good example, but I could do something else, go to a job, go home, and you don't have a stress. But you cannot be the same person when you have on your bank account $1,000 American, when you have $10,000 American, or when you have a million, right? When I was younger, it was stressful if I lost 10 euros or $10. 2 years ago, 3 years ago, I was talking about this in my emails. I paid tickets for Spanish football league for Sevilla, and I paid almost 1,000 euros. This is a little bit more than $1,000 American for the tickets, but I didn't know they were scam, right? But I didn't blink with my eyes, so I knew it was my mistake. I took the responsibility for this, because this is how it is. And I was in a different mindset. Okay, so uh, I was not I simply let it go. Okay, and of course I made that money back without a problem. But you should be a different person, and transformation is the key. Okay, if you want to become a successful sports bettor in baseball or whatever, if you want to be a sharp, you need to be different person than you were before. No betting model, no picks, nothing will help you. Okay, you need to be the guy who can bet, who can learn the numbers, who can go into the details. Because unfortunately, sports betting is not a game like investing in stock market. For example, if you invest in stock market from Warren Buffett fund, you can simply give them money, and they will. You have the same stocks, and then you get the profit, and you can take this money later, right? But sports betting, in ideal world, perfect sports betting would be if you could give money to me, and then I would place $10 million bet for all of you. But this is not how sports betting works, because bookmakers will not allow you. So at the end, it is your personal journey, and transformation is the key. Okay, The next thing, the role of betting models in betting. A lot of people ask me why I don't like to sell separate betting models, and it is because most people don't want to transform themselves. They are just looking for magical bullets, magical formulas, magical picks that will save them. And in the long run, many of them will not benefit from it. And at this stage of my life, I don't need to sell picks. I don't need to share these picks. I want to help some people with becoming better sports bettors and improve their life. And the betting malls are like looking for magical bullets uh, for some people who look for picks. It is basically the same. Okay, so why you need a betting model to type like a monkey in the spreadsheet, where you can just focus on picks. Okay, but you need to understand that all betting models are wrong. Okay, every single betting model is wrong. No model is perfect, but they are crucial for long-term success. Okay, they are their direction. All models are valuable tools in a world where most bettors don't use them, and this is your advantage. So if you understand these things, if you understand that sports betting is a relative competition, if you understand that most bettors don't use the numbers, statistics models, and sports betting models will save you a lot of time, then you see the value of it. Okay, but you need to understand that all betting models are wrong. Okay, but they are crucial, and this is one of the best quotes I see. It doesn't come from sports betting, but this quote comes from predictive analysis, because all predictive models are wrong, but they are crucial if you want to win in the long run. Okay, uh, the fourth, the real winning sign is your life, not your units. Okay, if you go to a Blogabet, this is one website, or any other betting forum, betting portals, you will see a lot of people with a lot of positive units, picks monitoring sites, I don't know. But this is not real life situation. Okay, anyone can say that he makes that and that units, but at the end of the day, it is about who you are, what you can provide, what is your knowledge about sports betting, and proof is always in reality, not in units. Okay, success is evident in your life, not just in units. Sample size is crucial, and it's your performance against the market that matters, not just one-off events. It is always about long-term results. It is about how you evolve during this time, because someone say, I made last month, I don't know, 50 units, so what? And then in next 10 years you will lose everything. It is not about last month, last season, or I don't know, last year. It is about long-term performance. This is what really matters. So what happened yesterday or last season doesn't define your betting future, and even doesn't define your betting past. Because even in the past, if you cannot explain your results, it is like it is more likely that it is based on luck. Okay, then we come to the bookmakers. Okay, there is a lot of bookmakers, and brutal fact is that the ultimate indicator of your betting skill is pinnacle odds. Okay, pinnacle odds are a reliable indicator when building a betting model. So if you start a building betting model, let's say that you are equipped with spreadsheets knowledge, or Python, or any other programming software. You also understand a little bit more about statistics, about math. So you have the tools and the weapons, so you can build your own betting model. And you should always go against pinnacle odds when you will test this betting model, and even later when you make bets, track against pinnacle closing lines, because pinnacle closing lines are the best indicator of your betting skill. Okay, they accept big players, they accept sharp bettors, they don't limit and don't ban players, and they are all also very serious about betting. Okay, uh, sometimes I receive questions, and I will not name these sites. What is the difference between your service, and I'm not service, I'm just guy who just show my way of betting, and some other service who has plus EV bets, they have odds, and I will make another video about this. They're more tech companies. Okay, so if you watch the video, Pornhub, on Netflix. Those were, I think, three geeks who made tech company, and they used porn videos into their advantage. Okay, they were not porn actors. They didn't love sex. Of course, everyone loves sex, but you know what I mean. The same is with many betting services, betting sites. They they don't provide any betting skills or betting expertise. They simply use Pinnacle odds. They calculate Pinnacle no week odds, and then they compare with soft bookmakers, and then they direct you to the soft bookmakers sites. And this is not a betting skill; it is more a tech company. So if you know marketing, if you know programming, this is only one formula. I can give your this formula how to calculate this for free. So this is in 5 minutes, and they use this thing, and then this is more a service like Pornhub. This is a service where they stream porn content. Okay, they are not these owners. They are not, you know, sexual maniacs. They are simply geeks, and this is a tech company. Okay, and Pinnacle is a good reference for every single bettor. Pinnacle is open to everyone, and you can check the lines. So if you can beat Pinnacle odds, you have a good chance of beating other bookmakers. So strive for success against the market's best, not just easy targets. In ideal world, all peak monitoring sites and all bettors and every single handicapper, they should provide Pinnacle odds, not other odds. Okay, this would be the best indicator. And then, of course, once you beat Pinnacle odds, then you can beat other bookmakers. And this is one concept still some people don't understand. Okay, because Pinnacle odds are the sharpest odds. Okay, and this is screenshots from today's games. This is Chicago St. Louis. Here's the first example. This is from Bet uh, this is you can track your bets there. I follow them on Twitter, but I stopped following them because they were negative in every single tweet. They were pointing out some people who were sharing pics. So leave people who share pics. I never attack anyone publicly. Leave them. They can share. Kids like to play. Leave sports handicappers to play, share picks. I don't know, if you're good, you don't need to publicly attack anyone, right? So I simply unfollow them. But this is another point. So I never publicly attack anyone or point. So I always talk about someone or something. I talk more about stories, about lessons, not about. I don't want to attack anyone. Okay, but. But I don't like to be negative. Of course, I'm also probably negative. If I talk in this way, this is where I'm probably negative. But what I want to say is that when you are good and when you're winning, then you start trying to provide more value, and you simply ignore negative people and negative accounts and so on. When I was younger, and I was also angry on Vegas Dave because I felt that I have more knowledge, but he had more money, right? So when I was younger, or I don't know, when I didn't have that that success that he had with that money, right? But later, of course, this disappeared, and every time when you're in poverty and when you think the world is unfair, you will attack others. Okay, so and I don't like to play this game because it is a waste of energy. It is much better to take a book, take a spreadsheet, take a seminar, and become better. Okay, but anyway, so I want to show you. So we have Pinnacle odds, and those are the best odds from Chicago Cubs and St. Louis. And Pinnacle still don't have the odds for this game at that time when I was making, because this video is longer, so I don't know when it will be released. But Pinnacle still didn't have the odds for this game because they're very serious. So they wait for the right information, and when they release the odds, their odds are already very serious, and their closing odds are very efficient. Okay, so many times, if you have a betting model, many other bookmakers will make a mistake and you can take the advantage, while they will later follow Pinnacle odds and they will start moving the line towards Pinnacle odds many times. Okay, the second example is full game online, Milwaukee, Cleveland. So you have, if you live in USA, you have profit exchange. So this is the best odds for Milwaukee. This is the best odds for Cleveland. So as you see on FanDuel, 1.96, this is minus 104 in American odds, while Pinnacle has minus 107. So FanDuel has better odds than Pinnacle, and Profit Exchange has the same than Pinnacle odds. And first five innings as well. This is another. I simply used the same, but it was the same picture for first five innings for Texas Rangers and Yankees, where I found that also other bookmakers have better odds, and many can take the advantage in real time, and many sports handicappers also can take the advantage of these odds and showing better results. Okay, what I want to say is that every time when I share my spreadsheets and betting models, they were always against the Pinnacle odds. Okay, always against the sharpest odds. And if Pinnacle didn't have the odds at that time, I simply didn't show my picks or my bets or anything, right? And of course, I can also take the advantage of other bookmakers. Many other bookmakers have the better odds, at least for one team. So if you can shop the lines, this is also a skill. So it is not only about picks. Okay. Sixth, if you cannot explain it with math, it's just luck. Okay. So if you cannot, so this is another brutal fact. If you cannot explain your selections with numbers, it's usually luck. Okay. Uh, I when I started with my first business, and then my friend asked me, "Do you track it? How do you sell it?" And I said, It sells. It's so it is. The money comes, right?" And he said, "It is just luck if you cannot explain it." But even because I have that, let's say, numbers mind and math mind, but at some point you forget it in business or something. You can be rational also in relationships, but emotions will drive you. But this is the fact. Okay, if you cannot explain your selections with numbers, it's usually luck. Okay, this is why most businesses, all successful people, they don't rely on emotions. They're not driven by short-term results or noise. It is always about explaining how you come. So you need to explain every your decision with something that is based on facts, numbers, and statistics. Okay, so no matter if this is buying a car, no matter if this is doing a business, no matter if this is betting, at the end of the day, you need to explain with the facts and numbers. Okay, without math and numbers, your betting success is just probably luck. Okay, so when some people tell me, I made 50 units last year, if he cannot explain the details how he made it, then I can ask him, okay, now repeat this for next 10 years. Of course, future results are not guaranteed, right? But the best bet is the knowledge. So if you can explain how you did it, if you had track record, and if you can explain the method, then this is a completely different standpoint. Okay, once we can define our way of thinking, our way of betting, then this is a good starting point for better success. Of course, we always need to have luck as well in our life. Okay, because life is going up and down, up and down. But this is the best bet. Okay, being able to explain your selection and results using math signifies your understanding. Okay, seventh fact: your betting model know it like your best friend. Your model should be seen as helpful tool, not a miraculous solution for monkeys to type teams in spreadsheet. Okay, this is why I don't like to offer single spreadsheets or single betting models to people, because they just want to act like monkeys. They don't want to transform. They don't want to learn anything, but they just want to type teams in spreadsheets. So this could be done, I don't know, automatically, and then I don't know. I could provide peak service, okay? And I'm not here to provide peak service. I want something else. This is my way. I want to help you become successful sports better, successful person, so you can live better life. So this is my goal. This is how I think. This is my way. Of course, some people, I don't know, some people will show their lifestyle in a striptease bar with girls, with alcohol, with coke, and this is not my style, right? So I have my own style. with, of course, all the mistakes, with everything. But sports betting should be a helpful tool, not something for monkeys, right? Even the best betting model, if you give it to monkey, monkey will not make any money, right? Your model is a tool, not a magical bullet or a system. It's crucial to understand how your model works against different bookies and different locations. Okay, so use your tool, learn your tool, know your tool as your friend. This is your assistant. Sports betting is your assistant. Find the direction. It's crucial to understand it, to know it, and even tweak it if you need it. Okay, not talking about building it, but understanding it. So you don't need to create or find or invent every single function, every single formula. No, you don't need to do this, but you need to understand the system, the software, the betting model, what he provides, what are the odds on your betting market. Maybe you can adjust a little bit, adjusted Kelly criterion. You can find the best time to bet and everything. The betting model is your tool. It is your assistant that will save you a lot of time when you will analyze games, because betting model takes into account a lot of information about the team, about hitting, about pitching, and it combines in one formula, right? It When you put two teams together, it will give you the answer, and this is your direction. Sometimes you can find a value with with smaller adjusted Kelly or smaller with difference, right? Myself, I share and I also bet based on my betting model, where I don't put any of my emotions or opinions. Okay, but you still need to understand your betting model. Okay, you need to know your tool. Okay, you need to know your, like, sports betting is like your car. It will drive you from point A to point B, but you still need to understand how your car works, and when your car needs repairment or maybe needs some help, and you need to take him to a service. So you need to know your betting model and what he is capable of. Okay, because if you give a car to a monkey and he will just drive up and down, up and down, up and down, and sooner or later he will kill himself, right? So sports betting is always your tool and the best tool you can have. Okay. uh, Eighth fact: patient is a profit. There are other investments, for example, like Bitcoin, that could be more profitable than betting. And we know that most people don't have it, patience. And this is one of the main factors why people don't make any money in the long run in their life, because they're not patient. Okay. Patience is key in all investments. Panic over short term losses leads to failure. Okay. And I will show you now, to those who don't agree with Bitcoin. So this is a Bitcoin in 14 years. Of course, let's exclude these first years because we didn't know that this will be so successful. But if you look, this is the best investment ever made. Okay. But you see these red arrows. There were times when they had negative season, and people who were looking for magical bullet, they would probably panic here and escape here, and panic here and escape here, and they would not survive these drops. So the hardest thing is to buy Bitcoin here and then go through the all ups and downs and be a billionaire or millionaire. This is the hardest thing. Okay. And because everyone has expectation to success, which is the straight line, but the reality is something else, right? And patience is one of the best skills or characteristics you can have, learn, build, improve, whatever you like. Okay. So there are more characteristics of a successful bettor, and patience is one of them. Okay. um, and it is very important. Ninth fact: betting is just a part of the wealth building game. Okay, betting is not the only way to build wealth. So people who don't have other investments, or people who just rely on sports betting, this is not, I would say, I don't want to be hard, but this is a very stupid game. Okay, so you need to start building wealth from more directions. Okay. um, I know that sports handicappers and other people will tell you just bet because they want more customers, but uh, I will tell you, because you know, I will just tell you what I think is the best advice and which can help most people start building wealth. Okay, and betting is just part of it. Okay, when I was younger, I made a mistake. Um, I was dreaming about $1 million bankroll and placing $1 million bets from betting, but this is not going to work. Every time when I was relying on betting money, because I was living solely from betting, okay, and I was placing bets for a couple of thousands American dollars every single day on a single bet on betting exchanges and on Pinnacle and so on, and it was very stressful. And when I hit the losing streak, I couldn't live, okay, and of course I lost money. I lost the bankroll 2 times, but then I came back. But only because I didn't see the bigger picture. Okay, betting is just part of your wealth building game. The goal is wealth building, not betting. Okay, betting is just part of it. Okay, betting is not the only way to build wealth. There are other ways, and with the internet, and in this time, this is the best time in our history to make money. There are better ways to build wealth for those who don't love betting itself as well, because love for money and love for sports is not betting. Okay, most people love sports. They like to watch baseball. They love money and they want to bet, right? But this is a direct path to miserable life and betting. Okay, they will not make any money, or they will not have any success. Okay, it is like I love watching NFL and I will play NFL. This is not how things work. Okay, if you want to play in NFL, you will need to train hard. You will need to learn the strategy. You will need to live healthy lifestyle. You will need to fix your mind. You will need to deal with the stress. So it is a combination of other things as well. Okay, the focus should be on overall well building, with betting as one of strategies. Okay, fact number 10: no guaranteed success in sports betting. No one can promise guaranteed profits in sports betting. It's a speculative business. Um, I think guarantee should be banned word in sports betting. Okay. Uh, there are ways. What I can guarantee is that you will become smarter, better, and it will increase your experience in sports betting and increase your probability of success. But there is still some percentage of something that we need to have, and it is luck. Luck is always part of sports betting, part of business, part of everything in life. Okay, you also need to be lucky a little bit, even if you marry with someone, because if your wife at some point and goes away and start partying and you did everything right, you still need to be lucky. Okay, past performance doesn't guarantee future success. The focus should be on acquiring knowledge and understanding, not finding shortcuts. Okay, 11: transparency, the heart of betting. Okay, honestly first, be real with yourself and others. Okay, so the first is that we are honest with ourselves. Okay, why we are doing this, what are our goals, how much time, money, and effort we are willing to put, what are our past results. So when we talk to our friends, we say, I'm winning, I won yesterday with the Red Sox, I don't know. But is this really honest, right? So do you really make any money? Did sports betting really change your life? Do you really use betting as a wealth building tool? Did you really make any money, or it is just something that you make yourself proud in front of your friends? um, and the honesty in sports betting, I think, is very important. So yesterday I went 0-4. I lost every single bet, and this is how it is, right? Making 50 units a year or owning a helicopter, let's ground ourselves. Okay, anyone can say that I have a helicopter at home. I can say whatever I want, right? So this is why it is more important that you can filter the knowledge from others and learn from others. Okay, not because some people say, okay, I bet $1 million on one bet, but the fact is that this person didn't make $1 million from 10,000 bets and with betting skills, but because he maybe sell mattress, or maybe he is boxing champion. Okay, it is better if you can make 100,000 American dollars with 10,000 bets than making 100,000 American dollars with one bet. Because if you can make 100,000 American dollars of profit with 10,000 bets, this will show that you have a betting skill. If you bet one bet and you make 1,000 American dollars, this is just luck, okay? This has nothing to do with betting skill, and maybe you're not lucky, so you should not follow that lucky guy. You should learn from the guy who can make 10,000 bets and he can make a steady profit over time with all the losses, with losing seasons, with losing months, with everything else. And you need to learn from him. Okay, of course you don't need to. I'm not saying what you should do, but I just show what I think. Betting like life has its ups and downs. Embrace it all. Okay, it is not only about winning, it is also about losses. It is like I have very bad days, and not only from sports betting. Sometimes I feel bad simply. Sometimes I have a bad day, and in last couple of days I'm a little bit more under the stress. It was the last days of the school, and some other things. So I'm also working on some other project which has nothing to do with sports betting. I was also talking about this, about some books. We will release books about parenting, and it is not everything smoothly. We have developers. We need to fix some things on the web page and so on. So there is also a lot of stress, and this is life. Sometimes everything will be calm, sometimes you will win, everything will be fine, and sometimes you will be under the stress. The same is sports betting. The same is in the marriage. The same is whatever you do. If you have the kids, sometimes you will be happy, sometimes everything will be fine. The next time, some things will not be great. The same with the health. This is life, and betting is like life. It has ups and downs, and embrace it all. Even the best don't win it all, so you need to ask yourself, are you a gambler or a loser or a winner, right? And then start from this. Fact number 12: focus on betting, not on bets. This is something I repeat all the time. So focus on becoming a better. Models, odds, information, computers, AI, there are your weapons. Become better with your weapons and you can win. So those are your weapons, okay? You're a better and those are your weapons. Become better with your weapons and you can win, okay? If you ignore these weapons, and others will soon come with tanks, F-16 and modern artillery, okay? Because it is a competition against others, okay? So in the end, remember that sports betting is a speculative business and there are no guarantees, okay? So there is no guarantee in sports betting, okay? We all decide to take this path. So let's say that you want to be a soldier. There is no guarantee that you will not face a war and that you will survive. You decided this game, you decided to be a soldier, and there is a risk of dying. The same is with the business. If you start a business, there is a chance that your business will fail, and you decided to go with that path, okay? And the sports betting is the same. It is a speculative business, and we are all here and we all know what we do. So nobody forced us to bet, okay? It is a speculative business and we need to understand this, okay? It is not for everyone, and no one can consistently win. No one can consistently win in every time. For example, Michael Jordan, considered one of the best athletes in the world and one of the most successful people, he won 6 titles in 15 seasons. So imagine you're a sports bettor and you won 6 seasons out of 15 seasons. Of course, this is not the same, but I just want to show you that success is always followed with fail. But the only important thing is how you evolve, how you keep grinding, keep working, keep improving, okay? Because nobody has the straight line, okay? And if you understand this, then you also take the losses and everything else, okay? So will I have a completely negative year from now on? Me as a person, me as a bettor, there is a big chance that I will probably face a negative year. I'm not talking about one day, I'm not talking about last 10 bets, I'm not talking about 1 month, I'm talking about whole year where I will not make a single profit. This will happen. Maybe this will be 2025, I don't know, where everything will be wrong. I will make minus 20 units in the whole year, minus 30 units. This can happen, and it will probably happen. So will Michael Jordan lose one season and maybe his team will be the last. It is possible, but can you still learn something from him because he won so many seasons? Of course, right? And people who those who desire to win every time, the desire to win every time is often associated with gamblers and those who are unsuccessful in their life. People who are who think they uh, people people who are successful, they know that losing days and fails are part of the game. Those people who are unsuccessful in their life and in their business, they think that successful people never fail. This is a big delusion. Okay, so people who think that you must win every single time, they never saw success in their life. Okay, those people who saw success, they know how many times they failed. So if you ask Michael Jordan, if you ask Elon Musk, Messi, Ronaldo, every successful person in this world, he will tell you how many times he failed, how many times he cried at home, how many times he struggled at home alone in the bed. In the bed, he was crying, and people don't see this. People who are not successful in their life, they think that they just started and they were successful. This is not how things work. Okay, so of course, if you're not successful, you don't know what successful brings, and success brings also failure. And if you know this, you will also understand it is all about improving and working, because success is the result of the process, honesty and transparency with yourself. Don't be delusional about this. Okay, it's important to continuously focus on learning and understanding the concepts of betting. Patience, perseverance, and knowledge are the keys to long-term success in betting. Why I didn't pronounce this? Because I simply don't know how to pronounce this in Tritsatses. I don't know. I simply don't know how to pronounce this, so I simply said the concepts of sports betting. Okay, uh, and once, I want to show you something, because once I received a message saying, screw your nonsense, just give us pics. So this is something I really received from one guy on Twitter. I must say that people who are in our masterclass, they are uh, I'm blessed to have such group of people, and as I said, we have great conversation, and I always do my best to help them. And but of course, I also have Twitter, Facebook, and so on. And once I received a message saying, screw your nonsense, just give us pics. And this was really good message. But what I want to say, this type of mindset is doomed to fail. Okay, negative individuals, those who panic constantly, and those who don't delve into understanding the nonsense of the game, the numbers stand no chance of succeeding in the future. So mindset is everything. Mindset is everything. Okay, you cannot have the negative mindset and win big. This is not going to happen. I don't know how to say this, but I don't find the words to show you how important this is. Okay, sometimes I don't find the words to show how the mindset is important. I didn't know this when I was younger. I simply didn't know. I I was making money for the whole month, and then I bet everything on one game and I lost everything. So I had, when I was younger, right? I don't know, 15 years ago. So no matter, I had already betting more. I already have some analysis. I was doing better than most other people, but my mindset was not okay. And mindset is everything. You can be an average guy, but if you have superior mindset, you will win. Okay, and you can have the best IQ, the best betting model, but if you have a weak mindset, you will lose. Okay, you will be negative, you will fall into ego battles, you will lose money, you will make bad decisions, emotions will drive you, you will always be uh, skeptic, and this is not okay, right? Mindset, this is so important. No matter what you do, if you play sport, if you do business, whatever you do, mindset is the fundamental. Mindset is the core of success. So everything I've told you is now in your hands. Do whatever you want with it. And again, I'm not here to tell you what to do. I just felt today that I need to share this message. Maybe I will lose all bets again. I don't know. I don't know what will happen today. Okay, I know that sports betting helped me in my life. I know that I will be evolving. I will improve in the future. I will provide more and more value to you, to you followers on my YouTube channel, to Twitter, Facebook, to our members in our betting community. I know that I will learn, and I don't even know this, right? But I believe that I know that I will become better, like I did every single year, and I will provide more value. But I'm definitely not here to tell you what to do. I'm not here to tell you what to bet. I don't want to give you some tips, picks, or whatever you call it. I want to show you my way of betting, okay? And those are my spreadsheets and my numbers and my probabilities. And this is the beauty of sports betting, at least for me, okay? And everything I've told you is now in your hands to do whatever you want with it, okay? So let's go to today's projections. I think most people are here because of this, but I think the biggest value was this presentation of the facts. Okay, so I'm 30 units this season. I already commented the results, but let's start with the first game: Chicago Cubs, St. Louis, Stroman, Matthew, Liberatore. As I said, Pinnacle still doesn't have the odds. But at this moment, I simply skip this game. Minnesota, Detroit, the same thing. Those are my projected probabilities if they start. So use this. This should be your reference, okay? Not my picks, but these probabilities, okay? These probabilities are your direction, what to bet. And then we have the first game, Texas against New York. I'm going with Texas again because I have Texas as a small favorite. They are a small underdog. I simply use pitching statistics, put them into my analysis, and this is what we have. Texas money line 1.5 unit, Texas plus 0.5 1 unit, okay? This is another, so I'm taking safer version, okay? Seattle Baltimore, this is close to even game, but bookmakers still didn't have the odds, so I should probably reproject this. Just check it if I have. Then we have Oakland, Toronto. My projected numbers show that Toronto will have 71.05% of chance to win this game, which is similar to bookmakers. Kansas against Tampa Bay Rays. My projected line minus 221, bookmakers minus 227. So this is your direction, okay? If you have your own betting method, betting style, your information, use this as a tool, okay? I just show you how betting model works if you blindly follow it, right? And if you can improve it with something else, and if you can combine it, maybe it's even better. Atlanta, Cincinnati, I skipped this game because we have average number here. Milwaukee, Cleveland, Corbin Burns, Aaron Civale. Based on my projections, Cleveland should be small favorite. This is close to even game. I saw that the odds in USA were much better at plus, I don't know, plus 110, maybe plus 105, and that could be a value. But once the odds dropped, there's no value because this is the price you're paying. So sometimes it will fall under the below the value, okay? And I also don't go against the closing line. So even if at some point the odds will jump and there will be a value, I don't go against the closing line because closing lines are the most efficient lines on the market, okay? Don't be delusional that your betting model is better than the closing line. So don't be delusional. So this is my advice. You can be delusional, but I don't recommend to be delusional about anything in sports betting, okay? Pittsburgh, Miami, Oviedo, Perez, two right-handed pitchers. Maybe small value with Miami, but not good enough. Boston White Sox, I skipped this game. Angels against Colorado, two left-handed pitchers. My line minus 139 on Angels, bookmakers minus 152, no value. Arizona, San Francisco Giants. I have San Francisco Giants as a value. 1.25 unit on money line and first 5 inning 1 unit, okay? And then we have Houston against Dodgers. Hunter Brown, Gonsolin. I have Houston money line and Houston first 5 inning. One is 1 unit, and first I think is 1.5 unit. Gonsolin's numbers are better than they should be. So if you are looking at ERA and wins, and then compare with advanced statistics ERA metrics like Sierra expected ERA and other ERA metrics, you will see that Gonsolin's numbers are a little bit overrated, and this is shown in the odds. I was against Gonsolin in the last game. It was a winning bet, and we'll see. I hope the Houston is a good bet. I didn't check the latest odds, but plus 122 on Houston. I think this is a good bet. Okay, so that's it for me today. Thank you for watching, and thank you for your time to watch this video. It is a very long video, but I hope you got the idea or two. It is my channel. It is my way of expressing myself, my ideas, and I completely understand that some ideas are not okay. Ideas are okay, but I understand that some ideas will not be great for everyone. I know that some things that I say will not resonate with everyone. Some people will like it, so some people will not like it. But this is how we learn and see different ways of betting, different ways of mindset. As I said in my video, if you watch it, you can learn from different people. You can take the ideas, maybe you can take 10 ideas from each and take the best idea that will resonate with you, or you can go and fight ego battles with every single one, but you will not survive. And that's it. Thank you for watching. I wish you a successful Sunday.